Hi, I'm Brandy, also known as Velvet V. That's my burlesque name. So, a week from today, I turn 58. Woo! And you would think that when someone is that close to 60, they would know who in the fuck they are. But I don't. I see on Instagram all the time, you know, you should be your authentic self. And I'm like, huh, what does that even really mean? I don't know, when I was growing up, everyone said, fake it till you make it. So I've pretty much been a poser my entire life. I mean, let's take work, for example. I'm a CEO. Do I have an MBA? Fuck no. I have a Bachelor of Fine Art. Yeah, in conceptual sculpture. That's about as useless as it sounds. For fun, I fake being, well, a burlesquer and also a model. Yeah, I was at a pinup shoot today. Woo! But I'm really more like Carol Burnett meets Dita Von Teese trying not to trip over the cat. I do go to the gym, and I like to pretend like I'm fit and healthy. You know, I count my macros, I keep track of them on my phone, I try to get enough protein. But really what I want and what I do is I pound chocolate and chase it with whiskey because, you know, balance. And I can't wait for Scout Month. It is Scout Month.
It's Scout Month.
Okay, at home, I also fake it. I fake being a good wife. I'm all like, yes, honey, I would love to hear about your Strava race that you just finished in the basement. Did you come in first or second? And what about that D&D campaign? Are the goblins winning? I'm really interested. How if I just grab my knee pads and we'll turn it into foreplay? So, yeah, I might have a little bit of imposter syndrome. So this is supposed to be a safe space, right, guys? Because it's a women's mic. So I'm gonna come out right now as a Karen. So I never would have thought of myself as a Karen, but a couple years ago I was dropping off some stuff at Goodwill, and I'm in the back of the store. I'm a shopaholic, but I like to pretend like I'm charitable. So I'm putting all my junk into the blue bin, and I see it out of the corner of my eye. It's a lavender feather boa. Ladies, I don't know what your feather boa collection at home is like, but I have a black one and a red one and a yellow one and an orange one, but I do not have a fucking lavender feather boa. So I snatched that bitch right out of the bin, just like, kind of like an evil Disney queen who finds a magical talisman. So I understand that taking things out of the bins is kind of like that. But I see something even better, and it happens to be this Cookie Monster. And so I'm all like, that's coming home with me. So I also snatched that out of the bin, and just about that time I noticed that I've caught the eye of the guy who works in the back of Goodwill, and his job is to make sure Karens don't come along and take shit out of the bins, okay? So he says, ma'am, you know that's against the rules, right? I'm like, did he fucking man me? Does he not know what I am entitled to? So I'm a little worried he's gonna call for backup. So I look at him and I say, okay, fine, I'll put the boa back. But I'm taking the coat. Right? So I get out of there. I hightail it out of there. A couple weeks later, I'm at an event with my husband. I'm strutting around in my coat. People are giving me compliments. I fucking love compliments. And I'm like, this is a great time for me to tell them how I freed this coat from Goodwill. It's like my rescue coat. So I launch into the story. And the first person gives me a, and the second person, they smile and then they turn and walk away. And I'm like, what the fuck? They don't understand how funny this story is? They're not getting how hilarious it is? Oh, shit. This light bulb, explodes above my head. And I turn to my husband, and I say, oh my God, I'm a fucking Karen. And he says, yes, dear. No. And please, do not tell that fucking story again. So here I am, an aging wannabe, strutting around in my Cookie Monster coat. I may or may not know who my authentic self is, but there is one thing that I do know. C is for cookie.